Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Surajo of Movie Musings, and today I'll be reviewing The Fighter, which was released December 17th of 2010. The movie is rated R. It's a drama. It's directed by David O. Russell and cast as starring Christian Bale, Mark Wahlberg, Amy Adams, Melissa Leo, and Robert Wahlberg. So the official synopsis is The Fighter is the life story of boxer Irish Mickey Ward and his trainer brother Dick Uckland, chronicling the brother's early days on the rough streets of Lowell, Massachusetts, through Uckland's battle with drugs and Ward's eventually world championship in London. It is the inspirational tale of these two brothers who, against all odds, come together to train for the historic title bout that will unite their fractured family, redeem their past, and at last give their hard-luck town what it's been waiting for: pride. So, okay, I'm going to begin with the actor's performance. I thought Christian Bale did a great performance, delivered a great performance as the crack addict brother. He really played a really good crackhead, I would say. Mark Wahlberg, on the other hand, the thing is that with Mark Wahlberg, I have this image, or because he plays pretty stereotypical roles, which he's the bad boy. He's usually the bad boy or the tough guy in a movie. So I always have this idea of him in my mind as being a bad guy and a tough guy. And then when I see him in like roles like this, which are supposed to be drama roles, like really emotional characters, it's just not believable. Like when you see him performing these like in this role, to me it comes off as he's acting. And as an actor, you never want to project that you're acting. You kind of want to embody the character, so it's hard to distinguish the actor from the character. And I think it's pretty obvious if I as the viewer continuously see him as this bad boy in every other movie he's acting in, because it just means that he's not really he hasn't really embody the role of a different type of character enough for me to erase that mental image that I constantly get of him being the bad boy. So there's scenes in this movie where he's like, it's a drama. So there's scenes where he's like being emotional, and he's being emotional with his love interest, he's being emotional with his family, and it just seems like he is reading lines. Although I'm not saying he's a bad actor, I'm just saying that I'm so used to seeing him play these stereotypical roles that in this movie, I just project that idea that I'm used to seeing of him in his role in this movie. It's kind of hard for me to shake it. And plus, I don't think he really delivers a convincing enough performance to be that dramatic character, so to say. But I do think I think his acting was good. It's kind of difficult considering that this character needed to be kind of a bad boy, needed to be aggressive because he was a boxer, and at the same time he needed to be, emotional because he had feelings and things like that. So on the aggressive and bad boy streak, that side of the character was played flawlessly by Mark Wahlberg. He does strike me as he could be as being a fighter, as being a boxer. Like he has this attitude about him that does come off well with the character. The story is a pretty typical story. I am a fan of boxing movies. Ever since I saw Rocky, I had like this aspiration to be some like phenomenal boxer. I just don't like. I secretly dream of being a boxer, not like some type of world heavyweight champion, but just like winning a few matches. And it's like there's this glory to it. Like when you're down and out, and then you come back, and it's like a victorious win. There's just like this glory about it that makes me like just like happy on the inside. So anytime I see movies where boxers are like underdogs and then they come back, I get like really excited. And that's how his character was. He was kind of like the character that everybody doubted, that everybody had their reservations about if he would win matches, if he would win monumental matches. And he just like kind of pulls out this trick, these like tricks out of his bag. He pulls them out and pulls out victory after victory. And it's kind of it is inspirational. Overall, I would give the movie a A-. Pretty much, it's just because I wasn't really convinced about the emotional scenes that Mark Wahlberg has to play. I wasn't really convinced in the delivery of those scenes. So that's the only reason I would give this movie an A minus. It's an overall good movie. It's a good story, and like stories like these are usually very inspirational. And it was based on a true story. At the end of the film, they show the real life characters that the movie is based on. So that was kind of good to see. So yeah, if you have any opinions in regards to this review, you can just message us here, leave a comment, or if you have any of your own critiques about the movie, anything like that, you could just let us know here on our Movie Musings page. Thank you for listening to us here at Movie Musings, and have a good night. Bye-bye.